And it happens. Like, it was a natural disaster, but the trop isn't great anyway. And if you're in Tampa, you got to be looking around thinking, what are we doing here? Like, what is going to happen in the future? You know, we don't have a lot of fan support. They keep talking about different buildings that are possibly going to get financed, possibly won't. Remember, there were those reports years ago about them splitting between Montreal and Tampa Bay, and they were looking to do that.
That's it. You can't do that.
They're not
kids, schools. Like,
Yeah.
you're not. Yeah.
They're not doing that. But it's always weird when you see that. Like, even like the Athletics are playing in Sacramento. You know, like when the Jays during COVID were playing in Buffalo.
I don't know how they put up with it, Hayes. It's just like, if you're a player. Yeah, like you say, look at the facilities that I did it. I played in Greensboro, North Carolina with a tarp around the top of it to block off the fans. And it's not a big deal. We didn't complain about it that much, but it was 85 miles one way, 85 miles another way. And the best part was, the first couple of years, our practice rink was halfway to Greensboro. So not only did we drive there and drive back the next day, you're getting up and you're driving halfway to Greensboro to the practice rink. And you're like, this isn't the NHL. And if you're a guy that's a good player and you want to win and you've got your winning years ahead of you, why would you put up with it? You could easily say, I'm out of here. Get me out of here.
Yeah. I remember talking to Jeff Sanderson about that. He was saying it was crazy. Like, you guys were in your car all the time, it felt like.
That's it.
Hour there, hour that back.
I used to go up the night before. So Sunday night, go up for the Monday game, then back Monday, back up Tuesday night, and then back. It was crazy, man.
Yeah,
that
was
would
crazy.
be tough.
That would be tough. And you know, this one again is it's understandable. You got to make plans, but it is difficult when you go on the road and you see other teams. And for the most part, you know, teams in pro sports are all investing a lot into practice facilities and all that. But this was a story Rick Tocchet obviously brought up, you know, on his way out of Vancouver going to Philly.
Yeah.
That I believe the Canucks are the only team in the league without a practice rink, which is crazy. Like, everyone else in the league has a practice rink. And like, I guess Vancouver, like, remember back in the day, with the Leafs, they would sometimes practice at St. Mike's, and there'd be days where they're at, what was the rink that they always used to practice at? Now I'm blanking on it. But it was an old barn, it was an old rink, and you knew they were down there. And this was
Leafs?
Yeah, the Leafs.
Lakeshore Lions Arena.
Lakeshore Lions, that's what it was. So they'd be at Lakeshore Lions Arena, then you know, you'd hear, oh, hey, they're at St. Mike's. Like, the Leafs are practicing at St. Mike's Arena. You know, and that's the way it used to be. You'd have to go, and you'd practice at the Gardens. You'd practice all over the place.
That's what I couldn't figure out when I got here. I'm like, I didn't like. It was a great practice rink. I'm like, what do you need from a practice rink? But you hear all the stories, Maple Leafs, this and that, and you're like, this is a practice rink?
Yeah. Like, how do you not have your own spot built?
Well, obviously now they're dialed in and they've got the state of the art, but it was like, it wasn't adding up before.
No. And again, Vancouver doesn't have that. Like, they're playing at the equivalent of the Lakeshore Lions Arena, practicing.
Isn't it like 8 rinks? Like, I think they're at it's a multiplex, like 8 rinks where other people are there.
That's
like,
tough.
It just
Public
it is tough because
you just need you need someone to bulldoze part of it and put the dressing room in. That's what you need. Everyone can have a sheet of ice. It's just everything else has to be dialed in.
Yeah, you got to have the gym. You got to have the stuff for rehabbing. You got you got to have your own space. Is what you got to have if you're a professional athlete.
Well, you know what's funny though? Like, when I played in St. Louis, the rink is downtown, but the practice rink is in Chesterfield, like, which is 30 minutes, 40 minutes the other way, right? Like, I don't know how you felt, but even Hayes, I don't know if it happened in junior, but you'd get guys that go to the wrong rink. Like, they would have to remind people, like, hey, we're at practice rink, or we're practicing downtown tomorrow. Guys, remember that, because some idiot would get out of bed and drive to the practice rink, and we're actually on our main rink.
I loved the big rink. It was like, that's where all your stuff is, and it was like, it's an NHL. I just love being at the big rink every time. And I never understood, like, the Habs, I don't know why they have their morning skates out in Brossard. Like downtown is like, that's where the vibe is, and I used to love just the vibe of morning skate. It's like, You're going to a place to get, to warm up, and that it's going down at that building tonight. I always found morning skates at a practice rink to be weird. I don't know why. I just do.
It is. I mean, I used to do it like with the New York Rangers. Their practice rinks in Rye. Like, you only go and play games at the Garden. You rarely, go to morning skates.
The Garden's a different beast. They have so many events and everything.
Right. But in Florida, for example, the Panthers, you would see, like, the Leafs would practice at the main rink, and the Panthers, they're practicing out at their practice rink, and then they just go for the game. Like, sometimes it's a setup, and I don't mind it. You just have to be sharp as a player. Like, I'm not joking. I feel like I went one time to, like, out to Chesterfield, and the practice was there, and you're driving 1,000,000 miles an hour because you're afraid to be late for practice.
Terrified,
right?
Eh?
Crazy.
Yeah, you would be. Yeah. You'd be terrified. And it's an honest mistake, but still, you're not going to get any credit for it. Like, they're going to say, you're a dopey idiot. You weren't listening. It was up on the whiteboard. It's on you. What were you doing last night? Sounds like a Dear Hazy B. Let's fire this up.
Yeah.
People send in a tweet. They write us for our professional advice on life things. Dear Hazy B, every morning my boiler has a gas leak. My wife thinks it's the baby.
Dear Hazy B.
If you want to come to Hazy B, I need honesty from you.
Hazy, you got dumped a lot. Tell him.
Grown adults with birthdays, it's asinine.
All right, Dear Hazy B. Brought to you by Boston Pizza, Canada's favorite sports bar. This playoff season, Boston Pizza is planning the parade and has a new all-star playoff menu for you to enjoy. For pizza, pints, and puck drops, visit your local Boston Pizza today. We've had a fair amount of Dear Hazy B type scenarios. I think, do you call someone Mr., right, out of respect? I think that was something we've talked a lot about today.
I can't believe of all the things that you just got stuck on. I have my own Dear Hazy B. By the way, if anyone at Islington, Lambton, St. George's, anyone's teeing it up at like 6:30 tomorrow morning, let me know. I'll pay my own way.
Uh-oh. What happened? Your trucks?
I called my course and I was like, hey, there's a lottery system, and the guy just hung up the phone, didn't put me in it, so I'm not golfing tomorrow. So I got, if anybody wants to tee it up
That's
around
disappointing.
this area.
That is disappointing. All right, let's get the O-Dog out somewhere. Come on.
Yeah, I'll pay my own way and I'll play it for $100.
Oh, a little action.
Keep in mind he's got his own rules, though. He goes ahead in his own cart.
Yeah, there's certain things that come with it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there. If you're all walkers, probably not. I'm not the guy for you.
Would you call him Mister, though? That's the question.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still play with you, but I go in the cart. I ride in the cart.
Okay. Let's get you out there, man. Let's find something for the O-Dog tomorrow morning. All right, what do you have for us?
Speaking of golf, Dear Hazy B, I play with the same 3 guys, and we have matches, and one of the guys in my group is my best friend. Sad to inform you that in the woods last Sunday, I caught my best friend cheating at golf. He dropped the ball, and I watched it, and he denied it in the cart, and I haven't said a thing. How on earth do I bring this back up to him, and do I inform the group of what I saw?
Wow, the ultimate infraction, man. The ultimate infraction, the breaking of the code.
From this note this guy sent me, it sounds like, you know how they joke about the ball in the pocket, ball in the sock? Mm-hmm. That's what he saw.